we can't just rely on who we think we look like or who our friends say we play in acting class. When you're figuring out who you are as an artist and a storyteller, it has to be bigger than that. It has to be, what books have you read 3 and 4 times? What songs make you cry? What, movies have you bought, and you had the video disc, and then you had the DVD, and now you've got the digital copy. And for me, it's like the late at night, I always talk about, there's that movie that you're about to go to bed, and you're about to turn off the TV and some movie comes on and you just cannot turn it off no matter what. And 2 hours later, you're still there, even though you've seen it 100 times. Why that movie? Why that song? Why those books? How do stories connect with you in life? Right. And I think that's all important, because then we're talking about what influences us and what feeds us and what stories we're tapping into. Because I guarantee if you look deep enough, you'll start to find a through line between those books and those movies and songs and the scripts that you can't wait to do. And the story that your friend calls you up and says, hey, can you read this scene with me? I got this new scene and I thought of you. Well, okay, why you, right?
Yeah.
So doing the really hard work to figure out who you are as an artist,
I like those questions that you asked too, because I think when actors think of typing themselves, they think of how people see them, right? But what you're saying is, yes, you might be like, I might be like a white lady, middle-aged, whatever mom type, but like, what inspires me? What would I be chomping at the bit to pour myself into? What would make every cell in my body like tingle to be able to be a part of? And that's different than just typing yourself, because typing is like stereotyping. It's like a box.
Right. And because I think it's deeper than that, right? Deeper. When actors talk about typing, they usually stop at, these people see me this way. It's more of a physical thing.
Yeah.
And I think what I'm trying to get to, and even in my own career, is it's deeper and it's more subtle than that. So now I can go to my photographer and say, okay, look, instead of me just standing here looking pretty, I don't care about looking pretty. I want to tell this story through your lens. I want my headshot to say this. Because then your headshot is not just a pretty picture, but your headshot is selling the story that you tell best, the thing, the unique energy that you can bring to any script.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a cool way to look at this, which is saying, no, I've got something cool and unique, and I want to share that with people in town. So, and it doesn't have to box you in. I can have I've got 2 headshots, and they're 2 versions of the same sort of story, more or less.
Which one did you give me? So people can look at it and see.
Yes. Well, what I did, and whether or not it worked, we'll see. That's subjective, right? But I had a casting director once. I had this conversation with a casting director, and people, when I do some seminars, people have heard me say this before, but I said, hey, so, and I recommend this to actors, by the way, if you have the opportunity to talk to a casting director who has hired you or has called you in or called you back, say, hey, what do you think of when you think of me? Why me? Like, what came to mind? Kind of, where do I fit for you? And she goes, you? That's easy. You're the arm around you guy. And I said, wait, what do you mean? She goes, you're the arm around you guy. Because I can use that in so many places. And see, that's the thing. It's not pigeonholing or stereotyping. What it's saying is, and I look back to my resume and I was like, oh my God, like every role is either it's that kind of white collar corporate guy. And so a lot of lawyers, a lot of doctors, but as the casting director said, it's not just lawyer, doctor. That's not enough. Go deeper. What kind of lawyer? Are you that like kind of shark, big company? No, I'm like the pro bono defense attorney. Like, it'll be okay. We'll don't worry. It'll be okay. We'll make this okay.